PBS TV show. I'm Rob Parker Bowles, Regent, from the International Auction House of International Auctioneers Limited. Tonight, you'll get a first-hand look at some exquisite treasures brought in here by people just like you. Now let's get started. Our first item tonight is a beautiful jewelry box. Looks incredibly unique. Looks like it probably would have been used by a young lady or even a girl. And it seems to me, just looking at it here and touching it, I can feel the wood and some other form of a substance here, and I'm not exactly sure what exactly it is. We're going to introduce you to the owner now. Hello, sir, and you are?
Bob Miller.
Bob, where did you find the box, anyway?
Well, you see, my uncle just passed away, and so we were cleaning out his attic, and I just found this under a stuffed teddy bear.
Ah, so it was in your uncle's attic. Was it in plain sight after you picked up the teddy bear, or was it actually under other things? Was there dust on it? Or?
There was a lot of dirt and dust and all sorts of garbage all around the place, and, we were just digging through everything, and we just found this box, and it looks kind of strange. Yeah,
well, it is actually an unusual set of designs on the top here. You see there's a circle and a triangle and a square, and there's a little bit of woodwork underneath. There seems to be a certain design here that when you open the lid that you can see is very unique, and it doesn't really represent it seems to me religious symbols or an ethnic symbol, or it just looks like a decorative symbol here. When did you find the box anyway?
Well, he passed away last summer, and it was one of those typical rainy, stormy nights. And, so we just started cleaning out the attic.
Was the attic wet? Was there any moisture?
No, but it smelled real funny, like real dank and dusty and musty.
Well, it seems as if there's been no damage. The wood and the other substance here hasn't seemed to hasn't seemed to damage this. If I could just I'm trying to determine what exactly the substance is that is lining the outside of the box, and I'm going to push a little bit of pressure here and see if it will. Well, it's probably not really broken. Most likely we could get some kind of glue to set that. It's not that the value of this has gone down or anything, Bob. It's just that it would appear that let me just try to get this to go. Well, it doesn't seem to be fitting now. The lid doesn't seem to be fitting down on the box, but I wouldn't have any fear of that. Many times these boxes are in dark, dank attics, and the one piece doesn't fit because there's been a change in pressure or temperature. So. And it was probably going to break anyway, to be honest. Any pressure at all applied on here would probably break the. Let me just see if I could make that. Well, it doesn't seem to fit now, but why don't we go to another piece of antique? Our next table here features a beautiful silver serving tray, and we have Julie here with it, the owner.
Thanks.
How are you?
Good. Good.
This is an exquisite item.
Oh, thank you. It's been in my family for years.
Well, this is something that any family would be immensely proud of.
Yeah.
And if anybody ever found something like this in an antique show, they would be in the presence of true greatness. This is beautiful workmanship.
Thanks.
The artisan who worked on this was probably a French or Italian artist who had an expertise in silver sometime in the mid-17th century. Mm-hmm. This is the kind of piece that gets the oohs and ahs wherever the show goes.
Really? I mean, I've always loved it since I was a little girl. It was on my grandmother's mantle, but I don't know what to say.
Well, it is an exquisite piece. And as I mentioned, the workmanship that you can see, especially here on the side, on the handles, is just incredible. You see the way that these little figures move when you adjust the sides here. It just has this little bit of give there, which means that this is the kind of piece that could last for a long, long time.
Yeah,
there is, however, another side to the story. And that is that when you turn it upside down here, you can see And you can see very clearly that the silver, the tint is a little bit duller than the top side.
Right.
And it's very noticeable here when you look at it in comparison. You can tell. Am I right?
Yeah. Well,
the bottom side has been affected by something, some kind of chemical, or the storage in which it was kept has. Did you put something on it or try to clean it with some kind of?
I did. I had some silver polish that always worked wonderfully on my silverware, but for some reason it did alter the color a little bit of the underside, which is why I did the underside first.
Well, the altering of the piece has actually changes the value significantly, because what happened was the integrity of the silver itself has been threatened here. When you use products without the proper supervision, without a real expert involved, what you can do is you can actually destroy the overall value of a unique piece like this. And it's a shame, because it is such a beautiful piece of workmanship, and so obviously could adorn any home proudly. I would like to tell you about the value of it, and as people can see, it is an exquisite piece of workmanship. But I would say, if the piece were intact, that it would be around $50,000.
Oh my God!
However, because of the problem with the tinting, I would say that the value comes way down. And I would say, if you were to sell it, I know it's an heirloom, but if you were to sell it, it would probably get somewhere around $300 to $400.
Oh.
Well, I mean,
I just didn't know. I mean,
it's the kind of thing where you've basically meddled where you shouldn't have, and it's almost the equivalent of pouring sugar into a gas tank of a car. I mean, if you don't know what you're doing with an antique or a valuable piece, it's best to leave it alone. I mean, you've destroyed it. You've labeled it worthless. You've taken an incredible, one-of-a-kind family heirloom, and you've basically flushed it down the toilet. You may as well have thrown it out a window, or taken it outside in front of your house and driven over it with a car. Okay, that's what you've done basically with this piece. You've eliminated any value from it, and I can see that you're upset about that. But
well, of course,
it's my job to tell it like it is. And thanks so much, Julie, for coming in tonight.
You're welcome.
Hi, you're next on the show, and what's your name, sir?
My name's Fred.
And Fred, you've brought with you a photograph here that seems to be autographed, and it says SS Titanic on the captain's hat, and this would appear to be the captain of the famous ship. Where did you buy the photo anyway, Fred?
Just the other day I went down to the flea market about 2 blocks.
A flea market. Okay, a flea market. First of all, in evaluating the worth of the item, the signature appears to be in crayon, which would not be something I would look for in an authentic photograph. First of all, getting an autograph from someone. No. You would think that it would be either an ink pen or some kind of a marker. Secondly, there was no photography at the time of the sinking of the Titanic, and so just by that alone, it appears to me that this is...
Man, what are you talking about? I've seen books, I've seen pictures back, I've seen Abe Lincoln's pictures back in about 18, whatever it was.
Well, Fred, you brought the photo here, and it would seem that I'm the expert and you're the person who wants to get the evaluation. So if you're not going to take my expertise and you're going to question me, maybe we should move along to the next person.
You're telling me this isn't real?
First of all, the autograph says Captain Stubing. That was not the captain of the SS Titanic. And as I mentioned, there was no such thing as photography in those days. So it appears to me that the best thing you could do would be to take the photo back to the flea market. How much did you pay, actually?
$12.95.
Well, I think that you could probably get $13.95 this weekend, maybe Saturday or Sunday morning, and that would be probably, in my opinion, the wisest thing you could do, Fred.
Yeah, but he said it was
No,
authentic.
There's no more... Fred, there's no more buts, and there's no more, but he, or maybe I could. It's over, okay?
That's a lot.
That's going to be it. Thank you. Okay, let's talk to our next guest tonight, who's brought something very interesting. And what's your name, sir?
My name is Mr. Bernard.
Oh, Mr. Bernard. You've brought something for us?
Yes, but first I'm afraid I must correct you. You were incorrect. There was actually photography during the time of the Titanic.
Oh, so you're talking about the previous guest and his
Yes.
the photograph from the time of the Titanic, and the comments about him having a picture of Abe Lincoln, and I
Correct.
guess now in retrospect, I don't know what I was thinking of, but of course you're right that of course there was photography at the time of the Titanic, and people make mistakes. So I guess all I can say is, let's get on and find out what you brought in tonight. Can I ask why you're eating from a bag of snacks?
I brought some chips. I hope that's all right.
Well, in fact, it's not all right. You're showing a tremendous disregard for historic documents and rare antiques. Look at your fingers. When you eat those chips,
They're a bit orange.
you get the multicolored specks on the end of your fingers. I'm surprised at your ignorance, sir. If you have anything to do with the world of rare documents and antiques, just the fact that you have those specks on your fingers could destroy a priceless artifact or document. We're going to move on. We're going to move on, and I want to thank you for coming in, sir.
Good day.
There's more beautiful treasures tonight on the Off-Road Antique Show.
You're spending Friday night with That Guy Ty. And tomorrow, spend some time with Mark Parento from 4 to 7 p.m., Attorney Steve Wiseman, 7 to 10, and Bob Katzen, 10 to midnight. All part of a Saturday night lineup on the talk station, AM 680 WRKO.